we're going to start this Monday off by checking right in with Tom, downtown Springfield.
Tom, give us the lowdown on this haunted walking tour that you're involved in.
Well, you know, there's one of the spookier things in Springfield, but there are even spookier than that. And I have Sean Fitzgibbons with me. He's the executive director of Springfield's History Museum on the Square. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Okay, we're talking about spooky. We're talking about being able to, you kind of link the holiday that's coming up with Halloween with history.
That's right, yeah.
Tell folks how people can avail themselves of what you all are doing, you know, from the History Museum.
Right, so the History Museum on the Square is doing the haunted history walking tours and the bus tour.
Oh, both, okay.
Yeah. So coming up, we have we start the walking tour at the History Museum. We go over a little bit around town. We stop first in the historic Fox Theater, which we are right now. And then we have a little spooky ambiance with the lighting and all that. So, and then we go through the square, we go to the calaboose and do a quick walking tour, not in the calaboose, but around. And it's about a mile, and it takes about an hour and a half, depending on how many questions, et cetera. But ghost stories, true crime, noir, it's fantastic.
That's what I was going to ask, because the time is really in the learning that you're going to be, doing or getting when you're out on the tour. What kind of things are they maybe, going to be able to see and learn about?
Well, one of the big things, the Wild Bill shootout on the square.
Yeah.
We have a little story of that. Then we have some true crime as we go through the calaboose, which is the old jailhouse.
Right.
And throughout we have alleged hauntings that have happened here, and then we have heard stories of throughout different businesses and buildings downtown.
I know, and that's something that is part and parcel with downtown and with, the Fox Theater and just everything. And the History Museum, of course, is like that's your starting point. That's the walking tour.
Yep.
But you also mentioned the bus tour. Tell us what that's about.
So the bus tour is this weekend, Friday the 13th, because it has to be Friday the 13th, right?
Yes.
And then the Saturday the 14th, and that is a bus tour. Everybody hops on the bus right here at the History Museum, right outside of the Fox. And it is a tour that, if you have any mobility issues, it's a better option. But then it goes, it's further out. We do some not stops, but we do a little storytelling at Drury. We go to the cemetery on the south side. So it's
where Davis Tutt is buried. Is that the one?
Yes.
Way out. Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. So that's the one who's involved with the Hickok story.
Yeah, yes.
Right. Okay.
No, we don't go to Wild Bill, that's up in Montana. But
Which is, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
It might cost a little bit more.
Yeah, that's not the $40 one for sure. Yeah.
Well, okay, tell us a little bit about that. First of all, bus tour. How do you get tickets? Well, it's this weekend, so you probably should
got to get them now.
On that one.
Yeah. Visit our website, historymuseumonthe-square.org. Give us a call, 831-1976. It's 417-831-1976. And just make sure you're if you want to do the bus tour, make sure you're clicking on the bus tour, because we are doing a walking tour on the same day.
Right.
And bus tour tickets are $40 for non-members, $35 for members, and then walking tours are $25 for non-members and $20 for members.
Okay, now John Sellers, the host of the bus tour, is that it?
John Sellers, Mr. Springfield History.
He knows
all things Springfield history. He will be giving the tours this Friday and on the 14th on Saturday of the bus tours.
Right.
So because it's the expanded tour of it, he's going to be on the bus and he's going to be giving the stories.
What about your walking tours?
Walking tours. We've been doing the walking tours for a couple years now, and this year we actually are working with an actress who comes out and is in character as Miss Della Dumont. It was a fictionalized character, but she was friends and associates with Wild Bill, and so throughout the walking tour of downtown, we get a little bit of her perspective on
kind of a living history sort of thing.
Living dead history.
Yeah, living dead history. Okay, and we've just got a few seconds, but I want you to remind people how the History Museum If you've been there a few years ago, it's not the same museum anymore. People need to
right.
stop in, and you get a break on the price of these if you become a member.
That's right. So the History Museum is coming up on its 50th anniversary in 3 years, but we have been in our new museum since about 2019 is when we opened. And so if you haven't been to the History Museum in 5 years, 10 years, it is completely different. It is a world-class museum filled with state-of-the-art, interactive displays and exhibits.
And I think you told me something about the people who worked on the design of that are now working in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, they are working at the museum that's going in under the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay, so that's the quality of people who helped put this together.
World-class, top tier.
So
Yep.
you've got to see, so you either go on the walking tour, the bus tour, or walk around the History Museum too and see all that it has to offer. Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tom. It's a great way to get to know Springfield a little bit better.
Absolutely. New director on staff, John Sellers, there to back him up. That's going to be nice.
Yes.